Balfour BT Rail provides world-class rail infrastructure services in over 20 countries. Working in partnership with London Underground, Balfour BT Rail is at the forefront of track renewals in the UK and are currently undertaking a crucial programme of work to deliver a world-class transport system for London. Supporting its infrastructure services with the most up-to-date track equipment is of paramount importance. Each track renewal process is meticulously project managed and planned to ensure a timely delivery to project sites whilst maintaining the highest levels of quality, safety and technical expertise. Plant is delivered from different locations and the order in which they travel is vital to the successful completion of the works. This will have been carried out in the weeks prior to possession by the project engineers. Highly skilled machine operators work in tandem with machine controllers to ensure vehicles access tracks safely and in the correct order. As part of an overall communication strategy, local residents and businesses are informed of the upcoming track renewals works in order to fulfil best practice obligations to our stakeholders. Working closely with the local community, often a school, college or university, is identified as a suitable area to provide both site welfare and parking. A legal agreement is drawn up detailing the necessary arrangements and a survey is carried out to ensure the property is returned in the exact same condition. With all the pre-preparation and due diligence complete, lorries carrying welfare facilities and generators begin to arrive on site. One by one, these are skillfully manoeuvred into position by a team of workers. Each facility is carefully selected for its features and benefits. A reduction in noise pollution and the introduction of BTR lighting and rainwater harvesting ensures the site is extremely environmentally friendly. Once in position, the welfare units and generators are enclosed within an acoustic eco-barrier to reduce noise pollution. The eco-barrier is designed to fit quickly and easily by one person and serves to minimise the potential for complaints from local residents. As the last passengers depart the station, Signals and Power remove their assets and hand over the track so the renewals team can set about their task. Local residents are informed well in advance of upcoming track renewal works, with track possessions often carried out over the weekend to minimise the impact on the local community. Road rail vehicles remove the continuous welded rail and the track is prepared at regular intervals for burning by a team of welders under supervision. With the correct attachments fitted, plant is manoeuvred into place and the RRVs are then able to lift and remove the 9-metre section of track panels. This process is repeated over the length of the track, whilst ensuring a contingency always remains in place should the job need to be cut short. A crew of workers then carefully load the old rail sections into rail carriages ready to be taken away. With the aging track sections now removed, final preparations are made for bulldozers and heavy-duty plant to move in and remove the old ballast layer and partial foundation soil. Once this is removed, the surface can then be levelled and compacted using triple whackers to achieve a suitable bed to lay the ballast. A geotextile membrane is then manually rolled out at strategic points on the track to provide a filtering effect between the soil and the ballast. Dumper trucks then deposit hundreds of tons of new ballast and the compacting process is repeated in preparation to lay the concrete sleepers. With the renewal process now well underway, scores of workers, briefed by the site person in charge, carry out their collective responsibilities up and down the track to maximise the short working time available. A changeover of shift heralds the end of a productive first day. As daylight begins to fade, work continues unabated into the night. Under the glare of the floodlights, the track is continually prepared in advance of the next process to ensure the least amount of disruption to the tight schedule. Replacing track can be a labour-intensive process, but in this mechanised age, Balfour Beatty Rail are constantly seeking to innovate and improve in order to deliver a more efficient track renewal process. As the track is marked out, the start of a new day signals the start of a new process, which encompasses Balfour Beatty Rail's commitment to innovation and investment. The NTC or new track construction machine is capable of laying up to 12 concrete sleepers a minute while operating a continuous mechanised process of relaying sleepers, rail and fastenings onto a prepared track bed. A large overhead gantry travels up and down the train, recovering stacks of sleepers which it then carries backwards and forwards to feed the ever-emptying conveyor. A final set of rollers move laterally to ensure the rails fit exactly into their housings. These are guided by an operator positioned in the belly of the machine. As the NTC machine moves forward, a hydraulic pusher descends to nudge each sleeper into the correct alignment. The forward motion then allows the rails to be guided back into place by more rollers further back. Once the NTC machine has laid its concrete sleepers, the fastening clips are manually tightened and welders are able to move into position. Final measurements are then carefully recorded before the track is cleared to allow access for the auto ballaster train to move swiftly into position. A final layer of ballast is quickly and effortlessly emptied before a team of RRVs move in to brush and level, ready for the next process. To align the track to the final design, a ballast tamper machine is introduced to simultaneously lift, align, and pack the track ballast under the concrete sleepers. This ensures they are both parallel and level and significantly increases both accuracy and efficiency. The continuous welded rail is then eased back into position using RRVs and a thimble attachment to avoid any stress or breakage. Pots are installed and power and signals come back on site to reinstall their assets for the new track. A final inspection is then meticulously carried out to ensure that the new track complies with the required standards in preparation for the sign-off and hand back to London Underground. Finally, one small but important task remains: the quality ride test. With life expired areas now replaced, the track will provide a better ride quality with the potential for higher speed trains, a greater frequency of service, and a better transport system for London.